I was talking to someone who was like hesitant about signing up for a coaching program and hesitant about like this whole world of like you buy a course or a coaching program and kind of investing in yourself. I just remember myself when back in the day with how scared I was, how skeptical I was. Like, I was like, do I really want to like this $2,000 thing? It's a lot of money. Like, can I afford that? And what if they're scammers? What if they're just like trying to cheat me, or they're, not good people, or what if I can't use what I'm learning? Or, I had all these worries and fears and skepticism, and like looking back, I'm just like, that was such a waste of energy to even be worried. Like, there are things that I now, when I look back, I'm like, dude, you should just have bought that and gone through it. And I think back in that time, I was constantly looking for that one thing that would solve my problems, right? That one thing would be like, yeah, this is it. Like, this is the last thing that I need. I'm like, now I've got everything and I'm going to be good. I'm going to be set. I'm going to be fine. I remember even back in the day, in 2007, I took a coach education, and it was like, today it seems like not that much, but back then it was probably a good $5,000-6,000, and it just felt like a fortune. It was like a 6-month program. It was a coach education. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to learn so much about like coaching and mindset and all of that. Like, and I'll never ever need to learn anything again. Like, now I've learned the thing, right? And then here I am, 16 years later, and I'm like, holy shit, I didn't know shit back then, right? Like, I know so much more now, and there is so much to learn, and there's still so much to learn. And I think that's one of the big mindset shifts that I've had, is that it's not one thing, right? It's not like, oh, this thing, and now I'm gonna know everything. It's more like this thing, and like, we can only retain so much, right? We hear so much information all the time, whether it's from YouTube or coaching programs or this show or a book that you read. You take all this information in and you only really internalize a small portion of it, and that's fine. So it's more like, this program, you learn this thing. This program, you learn another thing. This program, you relearn the thing that you learned back then, but you didn't quite get it the first time. And then maybe you go back and revisit this first thing, and then with new eyes, and then you pick up something new. And that's how it rolls. It's like always stacking on top of each other. Like, if I could speak to that person that I was back then again and just say, hey, dude, it's okay. Like, don't worry so much about it. Don't be so scared about it. Jump in and have this hunger and drive to learn and to master and to really implement the things that you learn, then you'll be fine, right? It's really backing off some of that fear and some of that tension and tightness. If I could give my former self one gift, it would be that. It would be that. Like, everybody who's on that journey, I want to applaud you, because I know it is scary, and you probably have family members or friends who are like, you're crazy. Are you spending like, $2,000, $6,000? Like, you're spending this money on this? Like, how do you know this person is not a scammer? These are all people who are afraid and who are like staying small and staying isolated. So just have compassion for that, but you don't need to let that fear control you and stop you, right? So trust in life. I would trust in God or life or some higher power more than necessarily in individuals, right? Every single person's flawed. Every single person I've ever bought a program or a mastermind or a course or a book or anything, they're all flawed. Doesn't mean that I can't learn from these people. So I put the trust in a higher power, in God or something, to guide me to the right experiences, so I can pick up a thing here and pick up a thing here and pick up a thing here. And it's really about, uncovering layers in myself through mirroring through the people that I'm learning from. And that pulls out a new layer, a new sort of element in me that was maybe hidden. And I'm like, oh, I see that. That part of me I see in you. And by focusing on you, I can kind of pull that out of myself.